Hi, this is Mike. Welcome to the Mike Mitch Project. Today I'm going to show you how I make Hollandaise. In no way whatsoever should this be taken as an instructional video. This is merely a diary recording of me making Hollandaise. So, the first thing I've done is I've taken 4 egg yolks and I've got them in my large whisking bowl here and added a little bit of lemon juice, just 2 to 4 tablespoons worth. I add a little bit less because I don't like the lemony taste. The recipe in Damn Good Food calls for 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon, which is 4 teaspoons. Anyway, so I've got 4 egg yolks and some lemon juice in here. I've got boiling water right here so I can start to cook it, but cook it slowly over the boiling water. And it's not quite bubbling, so I'm going to turn that up. I've got a cup of melted butter here that I'm going to slowly drizzle into the Hollandaise. Slowly drizzle in to create the Hollandaise. Right now all I have is egg yolks. So you don't want to cook it too fast because the egg will curdle and you get little bits of cooked egg in there, which is no good. So I'm going to whisk up this yolks and lemon juice really good. And then, since my butter is already melted, to add just a dash. Now because of the setup I have here, I've noticed that it works a lot better if I take the bowl off while I do this so that it doesn't get too hot. And it works out pretty good. I can set the bowl down while I add the butter. It gets some heat again. And if it starts to thicken up too much, I can always whisk a little faster and that'll add more heat too. So now you can see I am very cautious with my drizzling the butter in because I've had the sauce break before and that's no fun at all. So I'll be doing this probably for 20 minutes or so, which might appall people who actually know how to make Hollandaise. But I'll check back in with you when I get closer to the end of that cup of butter. So we're down about a half a cup of butter and I'm still just pouring it in slowly. And you can see it's very nice and creamy. And temperature is important, which is why I can't add the butter too fast because it's really hot butter. And that will cause it to curdle the egg. Or if the butter gets too cold, then it'll get all lumpy because butter solidifies when it gets cold. Okay, so you missed all the excitement and this sauce did break, so I had to throw in an ice cube. The tray's over here on the counter. But I'm almost, it did recover. It's kind of a nice creamy sauce. That's gonna, the last time we had to do that it affected the flavor a little bit. But I've given up on the heat because clearly I was overheating it and the bowl is nice and warm. So for this last little bit of butter, I'm just doing it over here. And that is an entire cup of butter. Pretty sure that the next step, I made this 5 times, I still have to read the recipe, is to whisk in our spices. And it's salt, pepper, and cayenne. Whisk it in real good. Let's see if we added enough salt. Yep. Pretty salty. So this is sweet cream hollandaise sauce, so now we add the sweet cream. Now the directions are add a half cup to a third cup till you get kind of the right volume. I pretty much always wind up adding everything in, but I'll add it in slowly. And I've had this heating on the stove the whole time. Add in a little bit. This isn't as critical as the butter, I don't think. I've never broken it at this stage before. Surprisingly enough, my arm is not tired from whisking, but my hand is cramping from holding the bowl. Now, I've read somewhere that kind of adding the cream is like cheating because it's going to give it good flavor and good volume, but I'll cheat. That's fine. And see, and I can tell, maybe I won't add all the cream because I had to add those ice cubes. Cubes, plural, yes. Because it's a little liquidy. Alright, now the fun part, this is how you know you're a professional cook. It's because you have one of these. And I'm going to strain this through and get rid of all of the little bits of cooked egg. If I was really good, there wouldn't be any cooked egg, but there is. Especially, I think, partly because this bowl is so large, so around the edges I get some cooked egg. There's some pepper there too. Wasn't a lot. A pig. So now I can let this sit. I usually put it in here because the stove is all warm from everything I've been doing. Cover it up. Probably leave it there for half an hour to an hour while I make the rest of the meal. So that's kind of how you make hollandaise sauce.